were breaking his spirit. My first black president. I can hear the echoes of his voice and that cold courtroom when he said, freedom is an ideal I want to live for. But if needs be, freedom is an ideal I'm prepared to die for. There was silence in court. He was sentenced to isolation in a small cell. Hard labor was isonka sakhe semihla ngemihla. They made him break rocks, thinking they were breaking his spirit. Little did they know they were preparing him to break barriers of inequality, oppression, and discrimination. And when the prison doors, he opened his heart and forgave them. Now that's my first black president. So the greatest sacrifice of all is to sacrifice yourself. And you did it. Just like a true boxer, you fought your way out of the ropes to the center stage of the world. But I wonder, had it not been for your sacrifices, where would I be? Thank you, Tata. You are my hero, my inspiration, and you made me proudly South African.
Okay. Hey, is this one? Amandla. Hey, man, unale something. Where na? Madam Crybaby.
Oh, Butlale, you make us so proud. You are what this show is all about. And every time I see you perform, I know there's hope for young people in this country. Thank you.
I love you, Butlale. I think if there was ever like the most perfect ode to Madiba, that was it. And I love, you just, when you pull the flag out of your pocket, you won the competition for me.
Yeah?
Butlale, you said Tata made us proud to be South African. Yes. I want to say, you make us proud to be South African.
All right. To vote for Butlale, SMS Act 5 to 34629. Lines only open after the last act of the evening has performed. Don't vote now. To find out if Butlale makes it through to the final, don't forget to tune in Saturday at 6:30 for the results show. Let's hear it one more time, ladies and gentlemen. Butlale!
If this inquiry don't finish, because she say the government, they don't care nothing about the people. They don't business the more about business or what them only want to know, say them in the power.
So that is a discovery that you are making now?
No, I'm just trying to put out something. Not a discovery.
No, but you are saying with time gone, give me a little chance. Huh? You are saying that if certain things don't happen, it is going to show that they don't care. So that is a discovery that you will make if certain things don't happen.
Yes.
You're going to discover that them don't care.
Yeah.
And this is the first time you will be discovering that.
No, I see that already.
Oh, so it's not a new discovery.
I see that already, man. And it's big, but this will be pronounced.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I want them to know that.
Yeah, and you think that they're going to care about
and I'll be watching, yeah?
You think that they care about what you want them to know?
Well, if they have anything in them, they should care.
So it's should you're talking about. You're not talking about reality then.
No, and I'm talking about reality, but it don't must happen. It don't must happen, you know.
All right. Let's see. Thank you, sir.
All right, cool.
Morning, welcome. Straight up, hello. Next one, please. Good morning.
Yes, last year and Empress, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, like how I get a second call. The 5 minutes would extend then.
No, don't, let's not spend the time fretting about that, man. Just continue where you did leave off.
I never really want to overstep.
But you still using up the time, wasting the time.
You know, Sir Peter Touch did build a guitar or resembling a M16 firearm.
You heard about it?
I saw it on the media.
Oh, you saw it on the media? That means the media you look on. But I saw it in person.
Yeah, and you know that the whole gist I'm impression is him going to kill them musically.
Yeah.
And then the rest of him did I mention some things about some loincloth.
Yeah.
Which is, I don't want to go further tonight.
Well done.
Yeah. So you would say, how you would view it? You would view Peter Touch as a idiot person or a person that is speaking idiotly?
No.
But that is using me. All right. You know, say the whole, not really the whole, but most are the whole Rastafari then, so to speak. When you go to a Naya Bingi, you know that most of the chanting is using music to chant down Babylon.
I think I know that from before you born.
Yeah. So would you say that when there's a Bingi keeping, those people are singing idiotness?
No, you are trying to lead me into that and trying to frame me in that.
No, but chanting down somebody by beating drum, you're saying that is idiot argument.
No, what you're trying to do, you're trying to connect some dots and then that surround me into that. That's what you're trying to do.
Yes, that is what I'm trying to do. To see if you're mentioning that is idiot argument is actually sense or nonsense.
Yes.
You know, but I don't want to go over the time, seeing as
you still have 2 minutes.
Still have 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, I am a person of sharing, so I mean, let somebody else get a chance, you know.
Yeah.
And take care of yourself and Selassie and Empress, man.
Yes, sir. One another take care of one another.
Give thanks.
Thank you, sir. Next one. Good morning. Welcome. Straight up, hello. Morning and welcome. Straight up. Welcome.
Jerry, how you doing, morning, my brother?
Wagwan.
My dad, my friend. You see, I have some callers and them call you. I love the way them read. Civilized are one of them. Always reason intelligent. But take it from a man who was there. These politicians over there. You think it's what you want them to do or what you want them to say? It's what the whole of them come together and they don't think that is best for the country. They think what is best to suit the party, say them get one more term or some accolades in some field. So, I know what you and I want. I've been there, even though my health took. But that is one of the reasons. Make me back off of that. Because initially, I thought that, you know, when I was younger, going to the politics, that is a way I could help to represent the people them. I help them more. Yes, I lose by a little bit, but I still represent. One more quick thing, Jerry. One day we're going to a meeting when the violence was in Mountain View. I will go, JLP, PNP, Commissioner, everybody. I'm here a man from the opposing side attack, and I'm talk good things. I'm a straight mate and a nod mate, and I say yes. Never feel when a man took me on my side and say, what you do? Where you nod your head out? Yeah, idiot. What, DJ? Hello?
I am on here.
Yeah. So, I just try to show you some things, and I was good for the country. And I learned that. I serve me care more for the people because I love people when I born and grow. You know, of poor people today. Some of them have ambition. Some of them work still same way. They want to sit down and beg and think. And if you want anything you want, you have to go look that. I know what you want for the country, civilized. I know what me and you want. And to the other people then. What you have to say about that, Jerry?
Yeah, man, it's time we are that. We are not adolescents.
There you go. There you go. There you go. And some of us probably still think we're just like adolescents. You know what I mean? But as usual, I just stop me off saying a big up the program I go on well, see me and continue to educate my brother.
But in some ways, we must be like a child. There's nothing wrong with being like an adolescent. But and in some ways it is better and good to be like a child.
Yeah, you're right about that too.
Yeah, but not to be okay.
You have childish ways, you know.
Yeah.
And things.
Some of the child ways are some of the most beautiful ways.
There you go, my brother. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much. Let's go for a break. We have some calling. Welcome back to Straight Up. I'm your host, Jerry Small. Good morning. Well, good morning.
Greetings, sir.
Yes, sir. How are you doing?
Can you feel the dolphin head breeze?
Come again?
Can you feel the dolphin head breeze?
What kind of breeze?
Dolphin head.
Dolphin head. This sound like super. Super in Hanover, Dolphin Head Mountain. What a beautiful place, man.
Oh,
what go on super?
Marvelous working night, you know.
What go on super?
Yeah, man, a long time. I listen every day in the boat, you know. Man.
Yeah. Oh, Trevor Craig and them other one there.
Yeah, spoke him since he's okay.
Warm to Blanche.
Blanche is still up by Church Street, man.
Oh, Peter go on.
Good.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead, sir.
Did you hear about the passing of Primo? Cameron.
Avo?
Primo.
No.
Person named Colin Cameron, yeah?
Yeah.
He's a regular caller to your show, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, man, he passed on some time ago, but I was trying to reach him, but somebody from him, when I called the phone, somebody answered and said he had passed on, and I don't think the date has been announced for his funeral as yet. So
yeah.
People posted what is happening for him.
Yes.
And we get enough rain, man, because of what is being done here at the mountain.
You get enough, huh?
Rain, man.
Good, that's great. That's great.
Yeah, man, just feel. Yeah.
So, all the road, I go past Middlesex and them places.
That's what they're doing.
Yeah.
Guys in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
That work they are going.
Yeah, they're doing it from Glasgow to Loose. Sorry, pavement.
Yeah. So all DK take the handover. They really handover where him get to
I don't know what the western, the eastern there.
Eh?
I don't know what is happening up in the east.
Oh.
Yeah, you know, I'm down in the west.
Yeah. What to Bartley? Bartley still up in the hill, eh?
Oh?
Bartley still up in the hill there in Jericho?
Yeah.
Eh?
He's still up there.
When last you see him?
I've seen him now. Things there, I can't move. I just down one spot every day, you know, so I don't get to travel the parish again, like.
Oh. All right. When?
Yeah, man. I just think about special car.
We're getting bad connection. Next call. Good morning. Welcome to Straight Up. Hello.
Hello, morning, Mr. Small.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
What go on, JC, man?
Much respect, Mr. Small. I hope you got some good rest.
Yes, sir. You never hope in vain.
No, Mr. Small, a legend, you see?
Yeah.
A legend is of a higher status than an era.
I don't get the various things in a ranking. I just I know that there are various terms of esteem and endearment.
The order of distinction, is it bigger than the order of merit?
No, the order of merit rates higher in the Jamaican pantheon.
Than the order of distinction?
Yeah.
Oh, well, Usain Bolt must get the order of merit. Because Ralston Hyman getting the order of distinction.
Or you want to put some distance between Bolt and Hyman?
Straight up.
That wouldn't be difficult.
Secondly, Mr. Small.
Yeah.
I see the Chinese army parade last night.
On TV?
No, on international TV. 12 million men.
Yes.
70 years after World War II.
Yes, 70 years after their end of World War II. Because for them war, they'd go and fight longer than the Western Front.
Yeah, and at the same time, the Japanese, they are adjusting their constitution
Yeah.
to fight external war again.
Yeah, because Japan did agree. One of the ways that Japan got help from America, who did bomb them out in 45. One of the ways they got that help is by agreeing so them not going to build no army, so they will never be a threat again. But then gradually changing them constitution to allow them to fight war outside of them country, not just self-defense.
Yeah, they said that they are being provoked by the Chinese over land.
Well, yes, sir.
Third thing, Mr. Small, Europe refugee problem. There's a country named Hungary.
Yeah.
In which the people are getting very hungry.
Yeah, or angry.
Hungry, and they are hungry and hungry.
Hungry man.
They're running away in droves.
Yeah, running away from Hungary.
Yes.
In which
running into England, running into Germany.
Yes.
The whole of Libya mash up, Mr. Small.
Yeah.
Libya is in the worst state that it has ever been since the world was created.
Who said that?
That's what coming in the international media.
Yeah.
Worse than when Gaddafi was running it. People running away from Libya.
Yeah.
And Syria, they say that Damascus now is the worst place to retire in the world.
Yeah.
And Melbourne, Australia is the best place to retire.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, but all of those dignitaries with their education background, Mr. Small, they're going to need fertile economy to survive in.
All right, it's one of the most interesting and useful times in world affairs and history. Call me again soon.
Respect, Mr. Small, and welcome back.
Thank you very much, sir. Next one. Morning, welcome. Straight up, bro. Next one. Good morning. Good morning.
Morning, Jerry.
What go on, sir?
It look like a full moon.
A full moon?
Eh.
Or the effects thereof?
Why I get some full moon call from man, you know?
What them call again? Crank calls? Not true?
Yeah. But right now, one thing I know, the opposition not ready. But the government has said them ready for election. To me, it not look so.
Yeah. It not look like the government ready?
No, sir.
Tell me why.
Then when you hear all them audit now upon the health sector.
Yeah.
And then that minister being there.
Yeah.
That minister. Because it would be one thing if he did have a energetic minister like Ronnie Tweets. You see how Ronnie Tweets?
Yeah.
It's not that all is well in education.
Yeah.
But Ronnie Tweets is proactive.
Him have him finger in the dike.
Yeah. When you have a reactive minister like Fenton Ferguson, and then this audit will come out now. Why them to me, them if a man should ask me, them not ready.
Come like a damage control?
Yeah.
Or emergency surgery?
All of the above.
Come like pulling teeth?
Yeah. You know. Sir, them not they look here. Pickers, Gill and Ferguson and Hilton and well, Paul, him barely get saved, you know. But I like Hilton and Ferguson now. Well, the next one I'm call Hilton, Ferguson and Pickers, Gill. Them they should have gone long ago.
Yeah, but with the competition that them have, it wouldn't surprise if Pickers Gill can manage to win the father's race.
Not all, man.
Yo, with competition like what? With the competition is that Papi show.
Sure, that well, I see where you come from. But all them man they shouldn't, in a 2015.
All right, make we take some more time and analyze the thing more than just criticize them. Cause all them here we have said them for go, but we call me again early because early, not near down to the hour. Here, sir.
Yeah.
Please, next one. Good morning. Welcome straight up. Hello. Morning.
The next lane.
Yes, me I walk on.
Welcome back, my brethren.
Fine, thank you.
You win 2 races up, sir.
Eh?
You win 2 races.
Win 2 races?
Yeah.
Yes, man. Win all some money.
May I tell you, hey, you saw the Gleaner Sunday?
Yes, remind me.
You see the part of the Gleaner my career?
Yes.
You see the Prime Minister sit down and sign where the place up a up yard, let me tell you about from last year, where they get the Chinaman.
Yes, man, give a up garden.
You see Shavana Chinese blouse?
What clothes, the Chinese clothes?
It is a disgrace, you know, shameless and spineless, you know.
Yes, nothing wrong with them. You're wearing different fashions, you know. But they do it deliberately to show.
So them sucking up to them.
They do it deliberately to show the public where them stand.
And what them priorities are.
And who them in bed with.
Exactly. And you see the puppeteer have a western suit, him have a pyjama like the rest of Chinaman, them, you know.
No kimono.
No, and him have a western suit.
Yeah.
And this lady...
This is what Prince Buster was singing about, you know.
Yeah, the blackhead Chinaman.
No. You done stole my belongings.
And give it to the Chinaman.
Yeah. God never knows. He know that you're wrong.
Boy, when I see the thing, I was saying to myself, it lacks dignity, you know.
We're not talking about our Chinese Jamaicans.
No, man. We're not talking about the one that we're born that's what we, man. I come here from a long time. And the new generation, I pirate them. Do
you know that them specialize in counterfeit goods?
Of course. And all them want is world domination, you know.
So, most of them wholesale ways about the place are counterfeit goods?
Pure bogus goods themselves.
Counterfeit goods?
Everything they make is fraud.
And it's cash them get fit?
Yes, but this lady now make all the dignity gone now.
Long time, man. That gone long time.
You're shameless, spineless, and...
Thank you very much, yeah?
It's a disgrace when you see this, and you pure smile at the picture to you.
Call me again soon, but we don't want to just be complaining. They are helpless.
Yeah, helpless, totally.
Thank you very much, yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
Morning, welcome, straight up, you know.
Yeah, Mr. Small. Welcome back, man.
Thank you very much.
You see it, yeah. Mr. Small,
yes,
realize, I want the Jamaican people realize that neither the government or the opposition is touting any plan to resuscitate the productive sector, because that is where the survival of the country depends on productivity. You know, we have to be producing, you know. Yeah. And this productive sector was badly ravished during the 90s. And you realize now that, you know, the people after the people have been impoverished by the policies of both sides. Now you find some people who get rich out right now. You know, you realize all them kind.
Always.
They give some school bag and tell you how them love you.
Yeah, always.
You want to tell some of them, but me want to tell some of them, you know, want to hand out from them and them to come out of Jamaica people we are make and release with great potential. I can realize with dreams and aspirations. You get me?
The only way
people, they must see these things. You get me? Them not nice to you. Impoverish them, you know, and then now some of the people
listen here. If all what you're saying is true, is it? But if we only talk those truths alone, you're going to get to people downhearted. So you have to be making some suggestions about some measures that individual people can take. And some measures. What measures you suggest for people to take, like what you're doing?
As I say already, you know, Mr. Small, the plan we have to get it in a high gear now. To get some independent persons who are around that know that we are all in the same boat.
Hello, what I just said to you?
Yes, sir, what kind of measures we can put in place to change it?
I've said it. All what you're talking is truth. But just talking those things alone will get people downhearted. So if you don't show people some measures that people can take individually, like what you are taking, you're going to get people downhearted. What measures are you taking? What measures you suggest?
Okay, me personally.
No, the time is gone completely. Call me after the 10 a.m. headline news.
I'm Andre Bernard. Our news center understands that a man said to be of unsound mind allegedly sneaked onto the Hunts Bay Police Barracks in Kingston recently, slept, then woke up and got dressed in police gear the following morning. A police source says the man went unnoticed until he asked one of the officers for $20. Reports are that an inspector of police at the Hunts Bay police station became suspicious when he noticed the culprit wearing a police vest back to front on his bare skin. The unidentified man reportedly proceeded to the guard room to sign for a firearm and in the process started begging for money. According to sources, the man has slept on the police barracks before without being noticed. However, at least one policeman assigned to the station has expressed concern for the safety and security of lawmen working there. It is uncertain what has happened to the man. Petroleum Corporation of Jamaica, PCJ, says solar panels have been installed in 12 schools as part of a project to cut electricity costs to the government. The schools include Arden High, Clarendon College, Glenmuir High, Hampton School for Girls, and Monroe College. The PCJ says it anticipates that the systems could be fully operational later this month. The state-run agency says 3 more schools and select government offices are to be outfitted with solar panels under Phase 2 of the project. The institutions are the Kingston High School, the Rose Hill Primary and St. Hugh's High School, and the main offices of the Scientific Research Council SRC, the Office of Disaster Preparedness and Emergency Management ODPEM, and the PCJ. And scuffles have broken out west of the Hungarian capital Budapest after police tried to force migrants off a train at the refugee camp. The train had left Budapest just hours after police let migrants into the railway station following a 2-day standoff. Meanwhile, there have been disagreements among European leaders over how to deal with the crisis. In Brussels, Hungary's Prime Minister Viktor Orban described the situation as a German problem, as Germany was where those arriving in the EU would like to go. But European Council President Donald Tusk said at least 100,000 refugees should be distributed across EU states. And those were the stories making the latest headlines here on Newstalk 93 FM.
Welcome back, straight up. I'm your host, Jerry Small. Morning. Good morning, Well.
Yes, sir. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Yes, sir. Glad to hear you. What happened to your co-host today?
Which co-host?
Garth.
No, Garth is not my co-host. I'm around the third leg, around the corner.
Okay. Jerry.
Yeah.
I just called you not long ago and was complaining about how the small indigenous persons in this country going to manage. There is a bank that was established in Pakistan.
Yeah.
I think he made a Majid Bank.
Yeah.
I think that man came here. He was invited by the private sector. Our credit union system will have to adopt policies and systems like that Pakistani bank to help the poor people to better their living standard and earn economic survival in this country, you know.
Yeah.
Because you remember in the 90s we had something like 13 banks, you know, indigenous banks.
Yeah.
And some of them went crashing. They only build mansions for themselves. One of them bought a house and lick it down and for 22 million and build up another house. And all of them gone outside of Jamaica now.
Did they lend any money to any big wigs in the party?
But they lend money to big wigs and friends.
Could you tell me yes or no? Did they lend any money to any big wigs in the party?
Yes.
Could you tell me yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, okay.
Then the reason for that question?
Reason for that question? You're burning daylight time.
My concern, Jerry, is the upliftment of the indigenous people of this country.
Indigenous?
Indigenous. I mean, I say no ingenious, man. No, but
who are the indigenous people of this country?
The poor people in the...
What the word indigenous mean?
Means your land where you're born and grow.
No, that's not what indigenous means. The indigenous people of Jamaica is the people who was wiped out by the Europeans.
You mean the slaves?
The people who was wiped out by the Europeans.
Who are those people?
You don't know that the Europeans came here and wiped out some people who
yes,
came?
The Iraq.
Those are the indigenous people and the Caribs.
Yes, Caribbean.
Anyways.
That is what indigenous mean.
Indeed. But for the people of this country to survive or to come forward and realize their true potential, they must get some serious help. You know?
One question to you.
Yeah.
For the people of this country and for any country to survive, is it not necessary that they must be endowed with land space?
Yes.
Hold on. I hear you talking about credit and all those things. I don't hear you talk about land space and living space.
More foremost.
What?
It is more the most foremost thing in the people.
What is the most foremost thing?
Land.
And yet you wasn't talking about it. You
remember it's only 3 minutes you give us.
No, you're making a poor excuse.
Land.
That's not your priority. Not your priority. There's a lot of counterfeit socialists around the place here. Thank you very much. Next call.
Mr. Robin Small, how are you doing?
Mr. Brown, what are you going?
There are greetings returned, huh?
Thank you very much, sir.
Why, I listen to your friend.
That.
Your relative, you have to say.
I right near you in Grove, you know.
Eh?
Yes, man. Wrong at tank, wrong at...
How are you say?
The top of West Road there.
Eh? Yeah, man. And I'm glad to hear you back from the year, you know?
Thank you very much.
But you want me to ask, you know, last night I listened to the station, you know?
Yeah.
Mayor Lambert, I read something. What you say about that greetings that Mr. Andrew Honest and his colleague set up for that man who was charging in Qatar?
The greetings.
Yeah, I understand they put up a greetings for him.
Okay.
Like, welcome him home and
yes.
and shake and all them kind of things.
Yes. What you say about it?
Well, I say the man's a criminal, man.
The man is a criminal?
Yeah.
What is it? Hold on a minute. I don't know much about it, but apparently you know much about it.
No, but you know how I know?
Yeah.
I listened to the letter where Lambert reads from Qatar, where the judges them right.
Letter from who to who?
Is that published in the paper?
Letter to who?
He was mentioning, the letter was mentioning how the case.
And the letter was sent to who?
Well, it would look like it was in the papers.
No, I asked you where it was in, and I said who the letter sent to.
I don't know who it said.
All right, what is the crime that him commit?
Rape.
Rape?
Of a 14-year-old. You don't know about it?
Yes, I hear, but I hear all different kind of things, and I hear mix up, and he himself is not talking everything.
No, but as can't him, if the man did the act, inserting penis in the 14-year-old vagina, that she bled, and went to hospital.
Yeah.
That not serious thing, man?
You are saying if?
Yeah.
So you don't do it?
If is what the papers said.
The papers don't talk enough. Paper is a dead, dumb thing.
No, I know it's dead and dumb, but the release from the judges there.
Yeah.
That's what Mr. Brown was reading.
Yes.
The release.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
But as can't do I hear him, I say him never do it.
Yeah.
But if you don't do it, how you pick up 4 years?
So everybody who pick up 4 years is guilty?
No, not everybody, but that man, look here. They say he's an American citizen.
You're jumping all over the place. You're going to America.
No, the reason why I said that.
No, you're jumping over the place. We're talking about if... Hold on. We are talking about if a man do 4 years, he must be guilty. That's what the topic right now.
Well, that's called to the papers and the result from the parent, them, and what the child, mother, talk and such like.
Yeah.
It's not done foregone conclusion, Mr. Robinson.
Oh, it's a foregone conclusion. Well, hear this now.
All right,
I wanted to hear something.
Let me ask you a question.
No, I want you to hear something now.
Yes, all right.
When I was 14 years old,
I
was framed by a 15-year-old girl. It make me grow up overnight.
No, but...
What I just said? What I just said to you?
Yeah, I hear what you say.
What did I say to you?
You said when you was 14.
Yes.
You was framed by a girl that was 1 year older than you.
Yes, and it made me grow up overnight.
Yeah.
And what you think she used and frame me?
I do not know.
She wrote a letter to my mother.
The law never involved.
The law never involved. I wouldn't like tell you. I wouldn't like tell you.
No.
We are out of time. Call me back soon.
You couldn't hurt that girl.
You don't know what you're talking about.
At 14 and
call me back soon. Call me back soon.
You could not. So you don't believe the whole thing then?
You're not listening to me.
Look like you don't believe a thing.
Listen here now. I don't hear enough. The man himself, the pilot, is not talking everything.
Himself not do it.
Would you allow me, little sir?
Yes, sir.
The pilot himself is not talking everything. The people who say them is journalists not asking some of the best questions. And it turning up political football.
Oh.
Thank you very much.
I will listen to you when you get the right thing.
When I get what?
When you hear, I learn, I even get the man to speak to on the ear, then I will listen to you.
Yes, a lot of people take this thing for entertainment. I told you a while ago.
No, don't take it for entertainment.
I told you a while ago that I grew up overnight when I was 14 years old.
Yes.
Let me know. I grew up overnight when I was 14 years old, when a 15-year-old girl framed me with a letter to my mother. I grew up overnight.
Anybody could have write a letter, man.
You don't know yet. You don't know me at all. All right. Make a cut it, yes, sir. Make a cut it. We like entertainment. We like a lot of spicy things. We spice up with life. That's what we like. Yes, we do. Soap opera and days of our lives and all kind of thing. Next call. Morning, welcome. We have some text message, by the way. Let's get the text message. Mr. Brown, I'm a brethren, you know. Next one. Good morning, Jerry. Amid the scarcity of pathologists on the island, Dr. Barrington Clark lost his life. My condolences to the family and friends of Dr. Clark, coming from Short and Sweet. Yes, we endorse that. Next one. Morning, Bongo Jerry. Did you watch a program on TV last night about how those ladies were raped by family members? Very disgusting, coming from Howard. No one ever watched it. Call me and tell me more about it. Next one. Robin. The Jamaican dollar is 118 to $1 US as of September 2nd. I'm keeping an eye on this one. Thanks, Robin. Coming from Short and Sweet. You better keep your eye on it. Next one. Jerry, the JLPR winged Damian Crawford to come across and run for them. He was at Parliament yesterday in Green. So because he was in Parliament yesterday in Green, that means that the JLPR winged him to come across. Is this what you are saying? Send a next text message and clarify. We have more calls here. Good morning and welcome to Straight Up. Hello? Go ahead, please. Good morning. Welcome to Straight Up. Go ahead. Next one.
Welcome back.
Welcome, sir. Wagwan.
Not still around, you know.
That's great.
You leave a good co-worker, though.
Yes, I tell you.
Yeah, man, and do the job very good.
That's great.
But you have a co-worker there, you know.
Yeah.
That's something wrong with him.
What? Which one, then?
Lambert, man.
What wrong with him?
Him a campaign too hard. Because what him doing with that pilot, I believe him did up there.
Him did up, who did up there?
Him Lambert.
Did up where?
That where the pilot was.
You mean in Qatar?
Qatar.
Oh.
Because you cannot read things like those the people write and you believe all of them.
What stop you from read it?
Eh?
What stop you from read it?
Well, what in campaigning on? He don't believe a word from what the pilot saying.
Then you can tell people what to believe?
No, that's all, not everything.
Yeah, but you only attack one side of the thing.
Yes. What I really call you about is solar panel. What solar panel heat from?
Solar. It's not solar.
Eh?
It's not solar, it's solar.
Solar. What is heat? What it get current from?
The word solar mean anything pertaining to the sun.
Aye. You know what that's what I call you about the sun.
Yeah.
Because you see, friend, them touch the sun, heat going kill us, you know. Heat.
From you touch the sun, I don't understand.
Yeah, from them touch the sun and taking heat from the sun.
Yeah.
That's why the island, so that's why Portmore.
Hold on a little. You think that solar is something that suck heat from the sun?
Yes.
That's what you think?
Yes.
Who told you that? My
own brain told me that.
Your brain?
Yes, our studying.
And all right. Although you say you can't read, why you don't do some reading about it?
Well, I can't check up on that, you know, but the heat that we feeling now is from them touch his son.
Oh, so you're stuck on that. You decide that and you're stuck on that.
Yes.
Okay, well, go and stuck on it.
Because I feel it's the sun that they trouble. That's why the time so hot.
Oh.
If the rain even fall, them have to take the rainwater and cool the heat.
Mm.
So the sun that they trouble of getting heat from the sun, that's why we are suffering so now.
You're saying the same thing over and over again?
Yes. Because everything you do now, is to make money. It's to make money, and everybody now is want to make money. Just money. Have a good day.
Thank you very much, yes, sir. Next one. Morning. Welcome to Straight Up. Hello. Good morning. Welcome to Straight Up. Come along. Next one.
Jerry.
Go on.
Why may I tell you a really full? Well, this a full sun.
Sun, moon. I must say Korean, Kim Il Sun.
Yeah.
And Kim Il Moon. You know, say half the people are North Korea and South Korea named Moon.
Yeah.
Yeah, all have a pastor man named Moon and they marry all 10,000 people one time.
Yeah.
Moon.
Young Moon in there.
Moon.
No. What to do with global warming and climate change and all those things? Not relevant.
No.
No, but you know what me call about? Me would I want to know where the girl right your mother say?
You would like to know what the girl right mother say?
Yeah.
Well, here what's happening now. My mother is a teacher.
Yeah.
And one of her friends know a little girl from St. Thomas who is very bright, but our people them can't afford to send her to go to school. Now, you know, in the household now you need some help.
Yeah.
So my mother friend asked her if she can take that little girl and go and school her. Meanwhile, she help her in the house. Yeah, you hear me?
Yeah, man.
So people start referring to people as them school girl, you know. You know that?
No, man.
You never hear the Jamaican president say, me I know your school girl. You never hear them talk?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you know, say my at 14 years old, from your little boy, the first time I proposed to a woman, you know. The first time I asked a woman to marry me, you know. Guess how old I was?
About 13.
I was 5 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And boy, I'm in love with one lady, but the family friend, you know. Two family very close down in a St. Andy. My family and the next family.
You was advanced for a 5-year-old?
A lot of like a 5-year-old boy fall in love with some big woman. It's natural. It's not me alone. Some like a 5-year-old boy fall in love with boy. But most like a 5-year-old boy fall in love with a lady. Especially if that lady nice like them old lady.
So, some nice big lady for two.
Yeah, so the lady husband is a doctor and more time them get called out in a middle night emergency call. So my people them left me to stay with them for a few weeks, and one night emergency call and my doctor friend, my father doctor friend, get him medicine bag and drive out in a middle night in the hills of St. Anne. Gone on an emergency case. So them wife always following upon them case, because although she's a teacher, she also have nursing capabilities. So me and she sit down there, carry me inside, I look about the people, middle night, you know. And I said to the lady, say, me love you. And me and she go and talk until me tell her, say, me want to marry you. And I just find out about marriage, you know. When me a 5, I just start learn about marriage. Yeah. And she said, but how you going to marry me and have nothing to give me? I say, all the while, I see my old lady throw away some stockings were good. And it only have a little run in the stocking and it good. And I said to my old lady, why you throwing away that and it's only a little run in it? And she said, no man, I can't wear it again. So I said to the lady, say, I go and get some of my old lady stocking when I share throw away. We having some little tear in it and I go and patch it up good and give. Since you say me have to have things to give me when I'm married. And me and she did that talk and you know, say, the lady go back go tell my family what me and she talk in the car. Till my family had teased me for years, them teasing about that, you know. As a little 5-year-old boy, 6-year-old, 7-year-old, and me 9, 10, them still teasing about that. Yeah. But it was not bad-minded. When the woman chat for me, that big woman, it was not bad-minded chat. But at 14-year-old now, this little 15-year-old girl, living in the house, and my mother a teacher, and me and she get close, the little girl. And she want to take her from the yard because she have a big man friend. Me little 14-year-old boy, I don't know so she have a big... Me say the little bike come every evening come park at the fence, you know, and she go to the fence. But me don't know say our big man friend from St. Thomas that. And when she ready to take off, remember she want to take off, you know, but she don't want her, the lady will send her to my old lady. She don't want she and she in a bad book. So she has set up a derricks now to say why she leave so that she can always go back to that lady for help. Write one letter to my old lady say she can't stay here any longer because her son Robin is pestering her and pestering her for sex and she can't take it any longer and she's going to leave. And not only that, Robin said to her, say, you wouldn't like to be the daughter-in-law of a high court judge. And that lie she make up on me, you know. I'm from is a little boy, I detest society, you know. So I not go boast off on people about my father high court judge, but the little girl so smart, because a little girl of 15 is way ahead of a 15-year-old boy, you know.
Yeah.
A little girl of 15 is probably way ahead of a 20-year-old man. Much less me like a 14-year-old boy. A little girl set up a derricks and write a letter say, me offer her say, if she continue give me little sex, she will end up as the daughter-in-law of a high court judge. How you like that, little girl? Give me the Kaisi law. And she set up that letter and take off with her big man friend and left the letter in a old lady thing. I'm old lady believe her. Enough of that. Next call. Thank you very much, Garnet.
Real frame that.
Yes, man. I grew up overnight, man.
Yeah, man. Believe me.
And she enticed me. She nice, no right? She nice, you know.
Yeah.
Physically nice, but she deadly.
Yeah.
And she enticed me. I get my little first experience.
Yeah.
Let's go to the next call. Straight.
Yeah.
That's what a letter can do. When people believe it, more they believe it to her. No, I believe when I tell her say a lie, you know. Next one. Good morning. Welcome to Straight Up. Are you there?
Yes, Jerry. What's up?
Go ahead.
Yeah, you know, I like how you behave, though.
Is that you're going to spend the time talking about?
No, Jerry, because when people call for talk something about something good, you try to put things on it, and then you finish it, and then people text what them want text, and talk what them want talk. When they finish talk...
You're going to spend the time talking about that? You have any more calls there? Do we have any more calls there?
Jerry, I don't talk now. Yeah, hear me, Jerry? Jerry, listen to me answer, Jerry. What I was saying, listen, Jerry? Jerry, you hear me?
Go on talk.
Okay, all right. I never know you. Jerry, listen to Jerry. What me answer, Jerry? When the gay people come to the people to come do anything, Jerry, them don't make the boss people alone stand up. Or the pastor them alone stand up. Because that won't be one man against everybody else. You understand what I say?
All right, hold on a minute.
Yeah.
Now you said the people must stand up. And when Queen Africa was encouraging the people to stand up, your set of people pulled the plug on her at the National Stadium, at the National Celebration. Your set of people. Next call.
Yes.
Next call. Morning, welcome to Straight Up. Hello.
Good morning.
Hello, how are you doing?
Hard.
Nice.
I need a little help, but
yeah?
Tell me if this is the right place to call.
Talk a little bit slow. Go and tell me what you need.
I'm not. I'm very bad, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
Bad.
Go ahead, please.
I would like somewhere to live, you see, sir.
Yeah.
Then after I got somewhere to live, I would, okay. Let me tell you something, sir. I had some children, and the children, them leave me and gone to Paris.
Yeah.
And my sister come to the house and take care of me, go man, little thief. All I selling things, them, sir.
Thief?
All I furniture them right now, the car in the garage, sir. And we cannot pay for it. I cannot even fear it. One of my friends, Miss Among, so you know, living with people is not nice.
Hold on. You're confused. Now you say it's not your children gone away and leave you.
Yes, sir.
Hold on. Where they live you?
At 41 Parameter Drive in Portmore.
And is a rented place?
Yes, sir.
And what is the cars in the garage?
Yes,
Whose
sir.
car?
Leave me, sir.
Hold on. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Don't go on a long chatting. Just listen to me and answer me. Whose car is in the garage?
My daughter leave it for me to drive around and sell the things them.
Which things?
The clothes them that she leaves her because she did doing a business in U.W.I.
Yeah, okay.
And my sister coming from people coming in so Mama wait for me little Mama. And she say, she come and say, you're sick now, so you have to come down with me. When we move down there, sir.
Hold on. She said that you are sick?
No, me take sick.
Who takes sick?
Me.
Yeah, and
the sister, and she say I had to come down with her.
Yeah.
So I move and go down with her, sir. And when I go down there, make matters worse. They start to see, sir. Then me get sick worse. Then me have to move further to sleep. To one, I think them grandmother, one of them help me that me can get back myself to.
Hold on a minute. How you get to hear about this program?
On the radio, I hear it one morning, sir.
How you get to hear it?
I was listening to the radio, sir.
And what you find out?
I just haven't got a chance to see if I can get a little help.
And who else you call?
I don't call anywhere else, sir. This is the only place I call, sir.
All right, okay. All right, call some other place and then you call me back next week.
Which other place I must call, sir?
The other program them that listen to people.
But I don't have any more numbers, sir. Could you give me some number, send it on the phone for me, please?
No, I can't do that. I don't have the time. I don't have the equipment to do that. But call me back next week and make we see if you can understand it till further.
Okay,
Thank you very much, yeah, man. Welcome. Let's go for a break. Welcome back to Straight Up. I'm your host, Jerry Small. Read a couple text messages before you call. Jerry, I think a military school should be built at Up Park Camp to put those children who get themselves into trouble, instead of sending them to prison. This should have a high level of disciplining without abuse. No matter what they do, they are all still our children. They still need love and protection. From prison to the world will only promoting more destruction to themselves and society. Well, this is a suggestion. Next one. Jerry, morning. Excellent job. Please give Quick King Aishwa my number. Well, he would have to call if we give him the number, but we'll see if him call. Next one, Robin, I'm thinking. Could tiredness be a factor in the cause of Dr. Clark losing control of his motor vehicle he was driving? From Short and Sweet. Tiredness can be a factor of anybody losing control, but I don't know the circumstance of this one. But tiredness is a big factor of anyone losing control. It is a factor sometimes. Next one, Jamaica burn, autopilot, the dollar over 118, hospital wreck, the police commission already. Back to your call. Good morning, welcome. Welcome.
Morning, Jerry.
Welcome, sir. How are you doing?
Not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just look on 3 countries where we kind of get
3 countries that what?
Where other countries going and go up for them.
But
like
what?
Syria,
Oh, yeah.
Syria and Gaddafi country and Iraq.
Yeah.
When I say the amount of refugees people out there try to leave that country.
Yeah.
If you say the country they were caught, them should have taken some of the refugees there.
If I
like
think so.
England and US and France. Now say them should have helped out the people them because when them government did them government did oppress them. And then them put up the people them against them government and then they overthrow them government and all the people them are suffering out. So I say them should have, the government, US government and England, France should have really helped out the refugees there. What do you say about that?
The reality is this, that what me and you think and what should be done is not usually what prevails in our world affairs.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You know?
It's a great concern. We might have a little suffering, see what we talk about every day. But we see the people, how them go, how them give them life in a boat or so, you know?
Yeah.
We look into it, yeah.
Yeah, it come like a reverse of them capturing us and shoot us in a boat, and enough of we lose our life coming across here, so too. Yeah. All right. Yeah, man. Keep on watching the situation here, son.
Yeah, man. Cool.
Thank you very much. We're going to suspend all calls now because here we have the principal of the University of the West Indies. Professor Archie Mcdonald, and he's very welcome, and he's going to let us know some of the very timely and proactive plans and projects that the University of West Indies is going to make. Welcome here to you, sir. How are you doing?
Thank you.
Professor Archie Mcdonald.
Yes, thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
I suspect that you would want me to speak about the private-public partnership with China.
Yeah, very much so.
By engineering.
Yes.
Well, before going into that, let me say that the campus has to find a way to fund its operations.
Yeah.
We know that the funding to the University of the West Indies has been reduced in recent years.
Funding by the Jamaica government or the Caribbean government?
By the Jamaican government.
Yeah.
Has been reduced. And we know about the economic situation. We know about IMF conditionalities.
Yeah.
And therefore, in order to ensure that the campus continues to expand and continues to provide good facilities for all stakeholders, but mainly our most important client, which is the student, the student population.
Yeah.
We have to find a way.
Yeah.
And what we have done is to use innovation and to come up with private-public partnerships.
Yes.
So what it has been very widely publicized, the arrangement with K Limited, or 138 Housing Solutions Limited, to construct 1584 rooms over 3 years. 1,584 rooms.
Yeah, over 3 years.
Over 3 years.
Is that what I see taking place down near to the...
In front of Student Union.
In front of Student Union, going towards the fence with the Hermitage there, Mona Road?
No.
Oh, opposite Student Union.
Opposite Student Union.
Okay, yes.
That is phase one.
Okay.
Some 580 rooms. That's the first phase.
Yeah.
The second phase is going to be where you see that construction taking place.
Okay.
The construction taking place down there now is the construction of Norman Manley Law School, the expansion.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
Of the accommodation for students or of the law school itself?
The law school itself.
Oh, yeah?
But right next to that is where phase 2 of K Limited is going to be. And phase 2 is going to be in the area of Irving Hall. And then following that, they're going to be renovating and refurbishing and rebuilding essentially Irving Hall.
That is well needed, Irving Hall.
So that was the first. So now, and there are a number of smaller private-public partnerships.
These are grants. Are these grants from China?
No, they are not grants. Essentially, how it works is that our partner, so in this case it will be Czech. Czech will get the funding from some Chinese financial institution.
Oh, China have a engineering company, Czech.
Yes.
Will get funding from some of their financial institutions in China.
Right, in China.
Do them for you.
Yeah.
And you pay back later.
Absolutely. They
pay
back
through the boarding fees.
Through the revenues generated.
Through the revenue generated.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Yeah,
so that's how it works. So they will be doing a number of projects. The big one is the rebuilding of the university hospital.
That's great.
The hospital is really in bad shape.
That's great.
And we need a new plant. We're going to expand it 500 to 1,000 beds because the Faculty of Medical Sciences has been expanded. We now have admit 350 students
every year. Yeah, 350 medical students.
Up from about 100.
Yeah.
So we need the additional.
What about
beds.
nurses? That is doctors. What about nurses?
No, well, we expanded the nursing program some time ago. So the facilities are for all medical professionals.
For personnel,
it's nurses,
one number,
radiographers, physical therapists.
So the 350 includes
No.
Oh,
no,
that's different.
Those are medical doctors.
Yeah.
People being trained as medical doctors.
Yeah. So in addition, there's also expansion of radiographers, nurses.
That's right. Yeah. So the facilities that's what will be for all those physiotherapists, etc. So the facilities will be for all those medical professionals.
There's a spectacular expansion and rebuilding.
It's a spectacular expansion and rebuilding.
And it's going to be going on for several years.
It is the most difficult of all the projects. Yes, I think it will take several years to completion. Is
it because you are a medical academic and practitioner why this thing is so driven?
No, I would not say that.
No, but that would be good.
No, as you know, the hospital is dear to my heart because, as you said, I'm a medical doctor. So it's dear to my heart. But as principal of the campus, it is the duty of the principal to ensure that we have excellent facilities. The medical faculty is very important to the work of the campus and the work of the region, the development of the region.
That is how the community of Jamaica got to know the university first and best. Because of the hospital and the medical faculty.
That's right. Absolutely. So it's important.
Yeah. That is the public persona of the university to the small people in the 50s and the 60s.
Absolutely. And people at the university don't understand that.
No.
So when our people, our small Jamaicans say U.W.I, they're not just referring to the campus.
As a matter of fact, them used to say UC.
UC, that's right. They're referring to campus as well as
especially the hospital.
Because they don't see any difference between the two.
No, and not only that, UC was an upgrading of the hopes of the people of Jamaica. Say, boy, it's not just public again, you know. UC.
That's right. That's right.
It's even higher hopes.
Even higher hopes, right? So there is that. And then on the campus itself, there is a co-gen. It's not a coal, it's a co-gen, because there was one media host said coal is not coal, it's co-gen, it's co-generation, co-generation. Plant which is to be completed. Essentially is the engines to generate electricity.
From what sources?
That they will put in an engines will require some fuel source.
Not solar involved though?
No. Well, not solar is not involved in that. And also they will be constructing a student center. I was late for this because of a meeting with the students, and one of the things they highlighted was the inadequacy of facilities for commuting students. Student population of about 17,000, about 13,000 commuting students. And we have no facilities for them.
A result of that, some of them were robbed and even injured.
That's right.
Recently, even though I think they exposed themselves, I don't think the university should have been blamed for that, because they should have known that at 9 o'clock, them should secure themselves more. So student center to accommodate people who need spaces to sit, spaces to eat, places to study and so on.
Absolutely.
Before they take them bus back home.
That's right. Absolutely. So we'll be hopefully constructing the student center. It will also include a large auditorium for us to hold our ceremonies, like our graduation ceremony.
Finally.
Right.
The assembly hall far outgrown.
Outgrown the assembly hall. I know we've been using the big tent.
Right. Air conditioned tent.
Yes, the air conditioned, and it served its purpose.
But so much expenditure.
That's right.
For not a permanent facility.
And it cost quite a few $1 million every time.
I'm so conscious that every time I see it, I know that it's very expensive.
Very expensive.
Although it is worthwhile, but
it served its purpose. But it's now time to have a real facility, and that's part of the plan is to build a student center, and then there is the Mona Vistas Lodge, which we plan to expand it to a small hotel, something in the region of about 100 to 150 rooms.
Great.
Convention style hotel, and then we go across the road to Mona Common. To College Common.
To College Common,
College Common, not Mona Common.
Yes.
And the Mona Common is the same. was when our colonial masters left us.
Yeah.
They did most of the construction down there, and you have a little house and 1 acre of land.
Where?
In College Common.
Oh, College Common.
College Common.
Yes,
College Common.
Yes,
right?
yes.
And the house
each house had an acre of land.
Yes,
it's really expensive.
Yes.
Because when my family moved back to Kingston in '54 and my old lady was working at the hospital, the family developed a lot of Caribbean friends who most of them live at College Common. And when you go to them yard, although their house was smaller than our house, them yard was
absolutely
big.
And still big.
Yeah.
That was appropriate maybe for that time when land was plentiful and cheap. But not only that, but it is difficult to secure and expensive to maintain.
Yes.
You have to pay somebody to cut all that grass.
There's a lot. Well, let us go for a short break, Professor, and we'll come back. Yes, we have Professor Archie Mcdonald, the principal at the university, telling us about some almost too good to be true plans and securing of the means of executing those plans through partnership with the China Harbour Engineering Company, who will secure the financing and later on the accommodation of these many boarding students will provide the revenue that will pay back the money. Then you were telling us about College Common, that large piece of land along the back of the mountain there, including Long Mountain and that kind of thing, where the university accommodation from in the early 50s with those big large yards, 1 acre each and so on, were there. But it, time has outgrown one little house having so much space, and as I said, the expense of it. What about the place is so expensive that the university had rangers, like forest rangers who used to have to take.
Point in time, yes.
Rangers and the place is full of hundreds of security people now, with even a police post at the university, a police station. Yes. As well as a university security outfit. It's supposed to be a big expense.
Right. Very difficult to secure and very difficult to maintain. So now we're going to begin the redevelopment. It's going to be done in phases. But essentially what we'll be doing is demolishing some of those houses and use the land to construct
more intensive.
Some nice townhouses and some apartments for single people, which will make it a lot easier to secure and a lot easier to maintain. The concept that
cost effective,
more cost effective. The
concept of using
is a gated community within. It's a gated community within a gated community.
Within a gate,
because you know it's fully
the whole campus is 600 acres is gated.
But you will have these little units in there now, which themselves will be within a secure environment. So I think the residents and the university staff should be very happy about getting better accommodation.
And there will be more hurricane-proof than the previous.
Yes, because there will be new structures.
Yes, and concrete rather than...
there will be concrete. Right, so those are the projects. We are excited by it. We had we had a meeting with Czech yesterday, and they are anxious to go. They want to start with College Common and the cogen plant. That's where they want to start.
Okay.
The hospital is the most complex of all.
I remember back in the 50s and 60s, there was an incinerator where you burn garbage over in Hermitage, but it was a U.W.I facility.
Yes.
And certain things like that. Are you going to have the cogen plant, this large fueled generation plant? You're going to have it in the environs of the hospital or outside on the outskirts of the campus?
It's on the campus.
On the outskirts or in the middle?
It's right over here. It's next to West Road, just behind the law faculty.
Oh.
That's where it is. You see a big...
on that last strip of land going up to behind the nurses' quarters towards Papin?
No.
Or more over to the aqueduct flats.
That is the hospital. It's you know where the law school is.
Yes,
it's right behind the law school.
Okay.
That's where the cogen plant is.
Yeah. Okay.
It's half finished though.
Yes. Okay.
So Czech will be completing it.
Now there's two more things I want to tell us about in the little time we have left. I want you to tell us about Mona Common, because it's most welcome.
Yes.
Kind of going to solve some of the hospital problems and the access road and all them kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I want you to touch upon this development by this student, or is he a graduate, was developed the GPS thing where people can track them bus and know how far their bus is away.
Absolutely.
All right, so Mona Common.
Mona Common. Mona Common is a community.
Yes.
Opposite the hospital.
Yes.
I remember as a young doctor when there were just one or two shops. It's now a huge community.
Yes, yes. Like a plaza.
Yeah, I think population over there exceeds 3,000. And there are some shops at the front. So we have engaged the residents of Mona Common. And we are well on the way to reconstructing. We are also working with the Ministry of Housing and the Minister to reconstruct that community.
A planned community.
Into a properly organized community. There will be commercial areas to ensure that we don't affect their ability. Absolutely.
But these will be well set back from the road.
Well set back from the road. There'll be a lay-by to ensure.
Lay-by for the vehicles, buses and taxis.
That's right.
And patrons also of the shops.
And patrons.
I think you need lay-bys on both sides of the road.
Yes, we're going to redevelop the front of the hospital and probably move the gate either towards Papine or down the road from Papine. So the entire front of the hospital will be redeveloped as well. So that is something which is badly needed, especially since we're going to be rebuilding the hospital because what we want to develop is a sort of university town. There are plenty of our students who don't live in Augustown. There are students who now live in Mona Common. And the residents of Mona Common will be able to earn more once the community is properly organized.
By accommodating and protecting students.
Accommodating and protecting our students. So it really is.
This going to enhance them. This going to enhance them the quality of life on Mona Common.
It will enhance the.
But they must commit. They must commit. The Mona Common community must commit that they will not allow any migration in there now of hundreds of people coming in who never wasn't living there on the 3rd of September.
That's right.
The community have to commit to that. So no, they're not going to smuggle in nobody else or allow nobody else to come in.
We have
no latecomers.
So we have helped them to organize themselves into a community council. And we hope that the members of the community council provide a leadership, because yes, that is a concern that we have. Because now that we're going to be redeveloping the community, new people could move in and upset the plans. Because the plan now is not to relocate anybody. But if you have an influx of people,
it's going to be over the amount.
It will be overwhelmed. Our plan will be overwhelmed. Because we don't want to have to relocate anyone. We're trying to accommodate everyone. And they can be accommodated. And they will have, it won't be a concrete jungle. So we'll have the shops, the commercial areas, but they will also have green areas. Plants have been developed. Plenty green areas. And we go vertical with the structures.
Of course. So your density will be accommodated by high-rise, which will leave space for green areas. And pathways and roads.
That's right.
And of course, them going to have health facilities. Them going to have security facilities. It will be enhanced. And safety and general school, probably at least an infant school facility, even though they are a feeder school. Because one of the greatest thing about this campus here, 5 of my children went to Hope Valley Experimental School. And the school was established by the University of the West Indies in collusion with the polio rehabilitation center there to build a school where university lecturers and other staff, children could have a primary school in the area, which would accommodate handicapped children and make ordinary children get used to people with disabilities and don't scorn them. And would also make the children with disabilities go into school with ordinary children and helping one another. So my children are very disposed to helping disabled people because they grew up with them.
Okay, fine, great.
Hope Valley Experimental.
Another thing which is very important is that the residents will now have their title for their own little house. And you know what that does? That means that they will be able to go to a bank and get a loan to do various things to improve their little space and so on.
And they're not moving, going nowhere, so that title will be good for some collateral.
Yes, they will be able to use it as collateral.
And for the first time, I can't tell you how it felt for me as a youth growing up, to be moving from house to house and parish to parish, living in government house, and never being able to feel like this house belonged to my family.
Right. Same here.
When little children know that this house belongs to them family, it gives them a sense of self-worth.
Give them a sense of belonging.
So you experience it when you was growing up?
The same way, moving from one property, one house to another, all rented houses and so on. You know?
So it was like a nomad.
Yeah, like a nomad, and it will give the people a sense of belonging. You know that this is your home.
Yeah.
And
in the time that is left, just refer. I've heard another stations, another programs, but tell us about this young man who has developed this tracking of buses so that people can know how far them buses.
Right, you know, some great things are happening with our young people, and in recent months I've been very pleased to see, and I very pleased especially because I've seen it from these young men. There's a group in science and technology which are making apps for a variety of things, but this one now is a software program that this young man in science and technology have developed, and he demonstrated to us down at the transport center, where the JUTC will be able to know the position where every bus is at any point in time. It's in real time, and if you are traveling, you won't have to, you won't get lost, because you can use it to know where you are and where you should be going. It tells you which, so if you are in Crossroads and you want to get to Heavendale, it tells you which bus you are to take and so on. So JUTC can track the buses, but the passengers, the commuting public will also be able to track the buses and know where they are, so they won't get lost. He told us a story about getting lost when on his way to an interview, and end up somewhere, although he said to the conductor, "Doctor, drop me off here." So he went miles out of his way. And now with this gadget, you won't even need to ask anybody. You take out your phone, your smartphone, and it tells you where you are, and it tells you which bus you are to take. It shows you where to come off and so on. It's fantastic.
That's great.
Really will improve the experience for the community.
So this is practical results out of the university.
Absolutely.
That going to make the quality of life cheaper. I mean, the quality of life better
for
and quality for less money.
Yeah, absolutely. We at one time we were being criticized for not producing students who are addressing problems. We listen to the noise, and that is our response. Excellent.
Well, thank you very much for having been here, Professor Archie Mcdonald, and keep in touch and let us know. But it's really great to hear about the redevelopment of the hospital, the whole campus, Monacom and the community. And the university, this university played a main part in turning Papine into a university town. And later on it was joined by CAST and VTDI and various schools, and the physiotherapy thing down there, and the polio rehabilitation and the hospice for cancer and all kinds. It's a real university town. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Jerry.
Straight up.
I want you to carry this on the road for me. And don't take no time from nobody. Just do what me tell you for the same time, and make sure that everything work according to all man, so everything to work. See? Take back yourself and bring back yourself in one piece. Make sure you reach. Hear me? Lord of mercy. Hey, Lord of His mercy. Lord of mercy. Driver, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. No time to be late. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. No time to be late.
I want to tell you, my friend, that life and fall in this world. But oh, if you don't know, my friend, if you don't understand, you don't throw away your keys.
Up you mighty race, over the hurdles and into the changeover, through the tape, from survivors to successors. Oh yes, I got.
The race is not for the swift, nor the battle for the strong.
Straight up, Monday to Fridays, 9 till midday. I'm your host, Robin Jerry Small, News Talk 93 FM.
If come back, me say him have to come back. Then I know when me give him it a fame come back. If come back, me say him have to come back. If come back, me say him have to come back. Anytime him left us, so him have to come back. If come back, me say him have to come back.
Welcome back to Straight Up. I'm your host, Jerry Small. And not now before the time. It was so good to me, for me to hear Professor Archie Mcdonald telling us about the developments at the University of the West Indies. Them spectacular. I wonder if it realized. They are spectacular and well needed. And not before the time. I go here from Judah talking about things happening in time. Turn from Ecclesiastes. Thank you very much, Judy Mott. We have some phone calls there, we have some text messages. All right, we don't want to hold you up with the minutes too much. Let's get to the phone. Morning, welcome. Straight up, hello? Hello? Good morning and welcome to Straight Up, hello?
Well, welcome back.
Well, go on, sir. Thank you very much.
Yeah, man. Glad to hear you.
Yes, sir.
Tell me something.
Yeah.
Them minister what we have, I say them they to represent we. What them a do? The minister of health.
Yeah.
Do a hard it him say. I don't trust the medical fraternity, you know. And them don't tell him say they don't have this and have that. So him do a hard it still because whole heap of money. And don't get the hard it money and still be part of it.
Yeah. Go on, man. Are you there? Some look like I'm getting interrupted. I get interrupted. Need to hear back from you. Next one. Good morning. Welcome to Straight Up. Hello.
Morning.
Welcome. Thank you.
Yeah, we are brother Jerry. Hey, you know what I'm saying? I give thanks to the thing that you just happened a while ago in front of the hospital. And the common you call it?
Yeah, man. Mona common.
Yeah, man. Cause long time you talk about it. Yeah, man. Thanks. Because it never appropriate, you know.
No.
And it do the more there.
Yes.
I went to your youth. She bust that through there.
About in the 80s, you know. I think about in the 80s.
Some people I know good, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I mean, call him and the second time we spawn radio, man, from the top 11 mile bull base.
Okay. Oh, yes.
Yeah, yo, me used to carry grass with Bob Marley goat, you know, up at 9 miles. I don't know if you know that gates near the ball ground, you know.
9 miles in the country?
No, man, oh, bull be in the rest of your time,
yeah, man, you're talking about Windsor, lad.
Yeah, Windsor, lad.
Windsor, lad,
boy,
yeah.
you know.
10 miles. Yeah, man. And Judy did live up there.
Yeah, man, the tree woman. I never see Baba yard yet, you know.
Judy did live there, Alan did there, Ethiopia, but Alan and Judy had. Bob did there.
Our Marcia.
Eh?
Bob and they did used to deal with Marcia.
No, man, listen. Judy did there. Alan Cole did the Ethiopia, but him and Alan Cole and Judy was part, but still did the Ethiopia, but I really female and fair yard. I really fair. But Bob Marley did it. Because I know Bob Marley and Rita did live near jungle before jungle building. No, hold on, listen to me little. And Tony Spalding and the PNP did want to entice Bob to live in a jungle, to take one of the units in a jungle. But Bob never want to take no unit in a jungle, and that's why I'm saying so never make a politician grant in a favor. So eventually Tony Spalding make him know, say, okay, we have a place out of Windsor Lodge, out of 10 Mile. So Bob say, all right, me take out there, but me no want really, although me grew up in a trench town from a come from country, I don't really want to get involved in the jungle.
You never know a certain thing, you know.
You think what? You think what? I say, come on. Thank you very much.
Yeah, man. Well,
all right.
Hey, Bongo, you know, the last time I listened, I think I know the first time you hear that program, I want taxi me, I go you the man, I don't know if accident or coincidence, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but 2011,
yes.
I got to take a chest X-ray, so I said, but the man, that's all like in faces. But anyway, the car go up to East Orange Street and some. So I love the program, so I'm go home now, I ask some people, say, I want to know the program, I wish and someone has introduced me to Wiggle Perk. I said, no, man, when it has started, it has the taxi rhythm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so from that, I start tuning. So, Mr. Man, the first me I talk on radio from my band, you know. And yesterday and today.
True.
You know, I'm going to say something to you. You know, say, certain thing where them say a propaganda. You know, say, if a man look for me and say, who is Bagawai? I mean, I say, the man will sell out Marcus Garvey, Ice and Peas. The last time you moved upset when I'm a Rasta man, we call and say, them have a herb festival. I think you know about it. And him already in a Jamaica. So the man say, what year? The Rasta man take a picture with the Minister of National Security and Ray and I said, this is the first Ganja festival.
Look here, you have to call me back and tell me some more. Call me back and tell me some more. Thank you very much. Next one, please. Straight. Wide, please.
Jerry.
Yeah.
Jerry, I have to call you back. Yes, Jerry, my government locked down Africa thing. Why didn't Africa defend our thing? Why didn't you go and help Africa go and defend our thing? I go up, 20 rebels them studio 2 times to go talk to them, to show them how we will get this thing under order. 2 times I go up there, here, to talk to them about this thing here. But when I go up there, them never did it. You understand what I say? So don't come talk about some very and whatever. You understand? Because when people come and talk about something good, you try to come in with politics. Because you know which side you want to be in a power. I don't want to know, I just want people to just live good.
Hold on. Which side I want to be in power?
You know already.
No, I'm asking you again. And if you don't answer me, I'm not going up the phone. I'm not going up the phone. I'm going to allow you. But if you don't answer me after this now is a different thing. All right, which side I want to be in power?
Mr. Andrew Holness side.
Yes, okay. That's what you say. Well, hear this now. You say you go up at 200 rebels to tell them how to handle the thing. What you have to do is keep your mouth quiet. Keep your mouth quietly. Cut her there. Don't. Next one. Good morning. Cut that too. I read them and deal it. Who do we have there? Text message we have. Jerry, you know what? This Jamaican, you know that this Jamaican pilot who was convicted in Qatar is cousin to our West Kingston MP, and I don't know. To our West Kingston MP. How many West Kingston MPs you have? And tell me which West Kingston LP. Don't tell me our West Kingston LP. Just tell me who. I don't know. So since you know, tell us, please. Next one. Jerry, you play, they have to come back tune hard. Look like you'll go back to Beijing soon. At least them never left you high and dry. Nice. Next one. Too many Africans in Jamaica are trying to be white. That's why them are chat like. Are true, man. Are true. Next one. Jerry, why are some people spending hours trying to exonerate someone charged for carnal abuse? I haven't heard them give one reason why anyone should be trying to frame that celebrity. I don't know. I don't hear enough to I haven't heard enough to be convinced what is the truth and what is not the truth. Me personally, tell me if you have heard enough. Next one. Welcome back, teacher. Thank you very much. Let's get back to the phone. Good morning. Morning.
Morning, sir.
Wagwan, sir.
Wagwan. Welcome back, man.
Fine, thank you very much.
Yeah, but Mr. White, and what if what good for you, you know?
Boy, I couldn't ask better.
Yeah, although, yeah, one or two people, if you say, we not ruffle feather like you, you know?
Oh, I'm not ruffle feather?
No, but that's all right. We understand that, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, you want to see, you know that, you know?
Yeah.
But you know, you know that you're radical, you know? Yeah, man, so... Why, all the things to talk about, but the politics, you know.
Yeah.
All the PNP rush the election, so I think.
You're talking too fast. How what?
The PNP they rush the election, so.
How they are rushing the election?
You think they are something up their sleeve?
No.
Because they would normally go the maximum, you know.
No, that's not so. The PNP have a tradition of calling elections well before the expiry of the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you look like an ass study thing.
Yeah, man, but... I don't know, but I study them from about 76 minutes study them, you know.
Yeah, from 76. Now, did they call the election in 76 early?
To be honest with you, I don't remember.
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
They were elected in February 72, and they had until February 77 to call the election. Even March 77. They called the election in December 76. December 76, they had until December 81 to call election. When did they call it?
Oh, you mean?
No, hold on. We're going to save some time. They call,
1980.
They call it in October 1980.
Right.
Now they won back again in 89. So they had from 89 to 94 March to call the next election. When did they call it?
93.
Yes, and from 93 to 98, they had until 98 April to call the next election. When did they call it? December 97.
97, right.
And they had from December 97 to call the next election 2002. 2002.
They call it 2002.
Yeah, and they did call it 2002.
Well, yeah, the 2002 then did call it.
Yeah, that's the only time that them really run it.
Sir,
no, hold on, please.
Sir, huh?
Hold on, please. 2002, them had until 2007.
And then did call it.
To call the election. Portia Simpson Miller. No, when Portia Simpson Miller took over from P.J. Patterson in 2006, early, she had a year and a half which she could have spent out her mandate. She made a mistake, and apart from not spending some time there, she also followed her advisor's advice to get out the Peter Phillips people.
Yes.
And when them get out the Peter Phillips people, they fell prey to a colorless Bruce Golden, who was so colorless compared to her. Make a bad move, misled by Pastor Finn and a holy father idiot.
So what do you think this time around now? Cause you've given me a good background. So
what I think about what?
Yeah, what do you think about this time now? The call in early. Think they get the JLP napping?
Then they'd be napping whether election call or not.
You'd say that.
I would. Hold on.
Huh?
I would say that.
Yeah, I agree with that.
No, don't come and agree with me too quick. You said I would say that.
Explain. No, me say you could say that. Yeah, me say you could say that. But I agree with you. Yeah, totally. But even the JLP have a state candidate in place now. Even the PNP, I don't think they have they don't think they even have their full state candidate announced in place.
Listen to me. I am not so much interested in election between JLP and PNP. There's no, to me, there's no difference between the two of them.
Yes. But
so it don't really excite me, these things here.
I know. The last question I ask you, you're gonna vote?
If I'm going to vote, that's my private business. Hold on, listen to me.
Yeah.
I'm not being rude to you.
No, man.
Listen to me.
Yes.
If I tell you that I am not interested in any contest between JLP and PNP, then who I would be voting for?
Nobody.
Which one of them is worthy of my vote?
So which one of them is worthy of your vote?
Yeah.
I don't know. I would know your business.
No, I am asking you worth. Worth is a public knowledge.
Yeah.
Which one of them is worthy of my vote?
That is your private business.
No, you don't understand. You don't understand about voting.
But me could tell you.
All right, no, we're going over the time. Call me back.
Yeah.
Next one. Morning, welcome.
Morning.
Hello.
Morning. Jerry?
Yes.
Yeah, on the last note with you on that gentleman regarding the PNP and their calling of elections early. Usually, if you are the ruling party, you have the option to do that.
Of course it
right?
is. Yes, that's what I started to explain.
And in many cases, when they do call it early, it's usually because they know that they have a level of readiness as compared to the alternative.
Yeah.
My issue right now, and the issue of many well-thinking Jamaicans like yourself, is that we do not have a choice. What is the choice really? Because the PNP has the same kind of issues. I'm listening to my very good friend Lambert last night on the issue of this young man who was convicted of rape and was down in there. Yeah, and I'm saying, while I agree with you that there is not enough information, I personally don't have enough information available to make an assessment. It seems to me that if that young man was convicted twice, he was convicted and then he appealed it twice, right? My issue is the United States, and the young man is a U.S. citizen, did not get involved, and the U.S. does not have a tradition of not helping their citizens when they are in problems anywhere in the world. The U.S. has a tradition of helping their citizens. The U.S. has been very silent, and I just called my son last night who lives in the U.S. and said to him, look, do a research on this thing for me because I want to get to the bottom of it. What I found, I had no problem with Lammy here in the thing, but what I found problematic was the fact that Lammy was trying to get political mileage out of the thing. You don't have to comment on that because you're the pandemic station. The point about it though is if the young man is indeed guilty, he should pay for it because a 14-year-old child does not have the right to consent to sex, right? And there are some gray areas there, and but it's one of those moments, like I said last night, when I did not feel very happy about being Jamaican. The other issue now, back to the political thing.
No, hold on. You still are no clearer about this Qatar thing, even after you asked your son to do some research.
He hasn't given me the research.
But that is what I tell him. That's what I'm saying. Hello.
Yes.
That is what I'm saying. You were telling me about thing and telling me you could check out your son, and then you just drop that and go back on next place. But it is clear. Would you allow me? Hold on. Would you allow me to finish saying what I said?
Sure. Go right ahead.
Next point. What you say about election? Go on.
All right. What I'm saying now about the election issue is that I have a serious dilemma right now because I am not prepared to vote for Andrew. The simple reason being that I don't think he has the guts nor whatever it takes to be the kind of prime minister he needs to be to run this country.
All right, we don't have all the time in the world.
On the other side.
Yeah.
On the other side, the young people in this country are suffering, and there is a wide cross-section of Jamaicans, like myself, who are unemployed for the simple reason that you feel that anywhere you go, you ought to be able to contribute in a creative way to whatever it is you're doing. And you will not allow politicized individuals to want to dictate to you the way you're supposed to do your job, right? Like yourself, you're somebody who wants to be able to speak clearly on issues.
Hello. In the short time that we have, you said precisely, on one hand, you're not going to vote for Andrew because I'm this, that, and the other. And then on the other hand, would you allow me, please? Would you allow me to finish saying what I'm saying?
Go ahead, Mr. Small.
The time expires for the call. Thank you very much. Next one. Morning and welcome to Straight Up.
Bongo Jerry.
Wagwan.
I'm there, sir. Yeah, a caller was talking about Minister Fenton Ferguson in Parliament so that him make an audit of the health system of the regional health authorities them on the island and appear deficiency.
Yeah.
And basically the whole system is in shambles.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't even know what to say. I guess you were not here when Peter Phillips made a statement pertaining to the elections and saying that they are not going to be financially irresponsible and run with it like how them did run with it on previous occasions.
Yeah.
Because the IMF have them firmly, tightly in them grips.
Mm.
So basically, him alluding to the fact that in previous years, them do what them do have to do.
Yeah.
With the country's money and thing, you know. But is a thing still. The people have to open up them eye and listen, read between the lines, and make conscious decisions.
Well, make conscious decisions between what and what?
But conscious decisions are for themselves.
No, I said for who? I said between what and what?
Between?
Mm-hmm.
None of them no better than none in a Jerry.
But I'm asking you between what and what, and I've asked you if any better than any.
Between whether them going to make a wrong bang or them going to make a right choice.
Why are you afraid to talk plain and tell me between who and what and what?
I'm not afraid to talk.
Then talk then, make conscious between decision between what and what.
Well, I know between nothing, you know.
Well, you're really afraid to talk plain, I don't know.
Nah, man, you can't answer that, Jerry.
How I'm saying it?
Okay.
There is no choice. This choice between PNP and JLP is such a limited choice between worthless properties. There's no choice. But the people are capable of providing more choice for themselves. But them coward like how you're coward for talk plain.
I'm not coward, no, Jerry.
But the people will not be coward forever, and you will not be coward forever.
Okay.
I know that you will not be coward forever. And the people will not be coward forever. I'm not downhearted. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
So am I to Jerry, and I thank you for that.
I believe you.
And I thank you for that history lesson there.
About what?
And the election callings.
Yes, sir.
Over the years.
You're quite welcome. Thank you, sir.
Bless up, Jerry.
Thank you very much. Let's go for a break. Welcome back to Straight Up. I'm getting back to the telephone. Let me read 2 text messages first. Good morning. When a portion of property is transferred in the year 2012 with the owner and lawyer signature on the document for 2012, but the owner died in 2011, is that fraud? That seemed to me, yes, that don't seem right to me. Don't seem right to me. Next one, morning, Jerry. Crime in Jamaica can't lesser by far. I know one of the most wanted men from Jamaica here in the U.S. When I tried to get in his head, he'd tell me you don't get away with crime here in the U.S. the way you do in Jamaica. So you just working, taking care of his family. Okay? Next one, Jerry. One man alone know which part the world end, and a Jah himself. The world don't have a physical place where it ends. The world is a sphere, a ball. A ball do have no end and no beginning. Time. Time is circular also. Next one. I think all vying to be MP should submit their resume. What do you think, Jerry? Of course, they should submit them resume, and should submit more than that too. Should submit themselves to examination by the people of the constituency in public and by the people of the whole country. Let's get back to the phone. Good morning. Welcome to Straight Up. Hello?
Good morning, Jerry.
Welcome. How are you doing?
I'm not so bad. Look here, I have something to spell out. Some who think one way about the two parties the same thing. Can you recall when Jamaica were building, it built by capitalists and by the local people? Now, and I said go, even the flag, what you say the Jamaican have, it built a Chinese company. And if you build a pair of shoes, man, come from China, you're going to prison. If you build a pair of Clark, you're going to prison. And then can't do anything. And right now, when we check it out to see how this little island I go, remember when Siaga did make the ICI turn middle class in this country here. And when you check it out, when this government come in a power, they scrap them down and make the Chinese come in with some paper, something, and them run things and not talk about the two government the same thing. Oh no, get on the one, putting back this government here. Because number one, you against the two-man married in this country under this government, you know. If the people not change and we don't know we blame God, but to have the wise and be sensible. Nothing more to say. Hello.
What a relief.
Yep.
Next one. Good morning. Welcome to Straight Up. Hello. Morning and welcome to Straight Up. Hello.
Bongo.
Wagwan.
Yeah, David.
Fine. Thank you.
Welcome back, man.
Good.
Yeah, man. You sound refreshed and everything, man.
That's true.
Yeah, man. And Brother White, he's not so powerful like you, but he might come.
No, man. You don't know. He'll come like you don't know for rate power.
well, that's true. You know what I say now? You see when the people come on and chat rubbish, Bongo?
Yeah.
You have to tell them, you know, man.
Yeah.
Because enough people out there, how we get convinced, you know, man. We're not really up there and not really know the right thing. Because when I'll Mr. Brown, when him attack, I'm call the man criminal.
Yeah.
I frame the man, we don't really know the true story, you know. So we can't criminalize the man.
Yeah, we don't know. I don't get the full story to my satisfaction. At the same time, he is not telling everything neither.
Right, sir. Me hear him inside his story on the next radio station.
You're part of him side.
Yes, but he no must start the truth. You understand? So you can't really say a man a criminal until you know so, you know. And next thing.
Yeah.
Next thing, the man from Portmore, they were saying he can't read.
Yeah.
You should have rubbish in idea, you know, yeah. You should have rubbish the man idea.
What the idea was again?
But the solar panel they make the time so hot.
Yes, him don't understand fully, but
But you should have rubbish in idea.
No, but the main point is not to rubbish people, you know, it's to try and see if we can shed some light.
But you not correct him neither.
No, listen, you know. It takes some time to try and see if you can help somebody to understand something and them can help you understand something. It takes a little time.
Well, true. And the lady they will call and say, she needs some place to live.
Yeah.
Maybe me could help her out, but she had to leave her number and me interview her because me have to, you know, me have a lot of space, so maybe me could have me help her, but she have to leave her number with the producer.
What parish you are in?
Me in Manchester.
Oh yeah, okay. And she have to leave her
tell her.
Hold on, make a turn, man.
Yeah.
She have to leave her attachments them too.
Yes.
She can't bring no man with her, right?
Well, that's why I want to interview her. So she left her number, me can interview her and find out.
Yeah, and go down in the depth side.
Yes, sir.
All right, go on, no?
Yes, sir. So,
all right, lady, if you left her number because a man here want to process your documents.
Yes, man.
Yes.
All right. Respect, Bongo Jerry.
Then suppose the speedometer disconnect.
The speedometer?
Yeah, the mileage cable and all that. Suppose the mileage cable disconnect and not show the right mileage.
Well, you see, it depends on the type of vehicle, you know.
All right, well, then examine it then. You
yes,
put it up on one jack and hoist it way up there here.
I'll put it on a ramp.
Yes, put it on a ramp and check the front end and the back end.
Exactly, sir, exactly.
Might be one rings though.
Yeah?
Might have one rings.
Well, we like your sense of humor though.
All right, let us leave it there, sir. All right, I'll change alone, not going to solve everything.
Respect, Mongo.
Thank you very much. Morning, welcome, straight up.
Hello, morning again, Mr.
Wagwan.
Yeah, Mr. Small, the Chinese army.
Yeah.
The president told the Chinese army last night that he'll be laying off 300,000 of them.
Yeah.
That is the largest redundancy ever.
Yeah.
The powerful China, you know.
Yeah.
Because their economy has gone back to 1990 levels.
Oh.
Going back way.
Yes.
And all of those depression going to come into the Jamaican economy too, you know, most of it.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, but another thing, Mr. Small, you see this election that is coming up?
Yeah.
Is to celebrate the work of Peter Phillips.
Okay, yes. I'm worth and value.
Yeah, worth and value. And it's to it's like a referendum.
Yeah.
Using reverse psychology.
Yeah.
To celebrate the IMF program and to continue the austerities.
So now that the opposition is weak enough, the PNP can take a chance with Peter Phillips.
Yes, because a chain is as strong as its weakest link.
Because when the opposition is strong, when the GLP is strong, them have to count on Portia Simpson will have a victory.
Straight.
But even with a weak GLP, Peter Phillips can't manage that.
Yeah, but another thing, you see, if Mr. Holness is not sly enough, Peter Phillips going to be the next Prime Minister of Jamaica.
But that's what I was saying algebraically.
Yeah, I understand you, Mr. Small. You're speaking in parables, which is good.
Yeah.
Because one of the reasons why Jesus spoke in parables, he didn't want anybody to hate him.
No, you can always hate him, but him no one then can charge him.
Yes, that's right. So you have to figure out it yourself.
Yes.
But one part of Peter, you know, everybody should study Maslow hierarchy of needs.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's a good psychology to study. Maslow hierarchy of needs.
But portion of study them thing there, no?
Yeah, because Peter Phillips will not be fully self-actualized.
No.
Until he retires as Prime Minister of this country.
May I tell you.
Straight up, Mr. Small.
Yes, I said too far, man. The fervor burn too hard in the campus.
No, I'm reading the trends, you know. I'm trying to do my homework to know what I need to do to stay alive.
The fervor opus in campus, man. Thank you.
Yeah, work is burning in the field.
Thank you very much. Good morning. Welcome to Straight Up, hello. Next one.
Hello, good morning, Mr. Jerry.
Wagwan, sir.
There. Two little things. I hope I can help Lambert Brown and Jennifer Edwards in a little clarity.
Yeah.
Before that, the Virgin top about distance to travel upon the earth.
Yeah.
You were quite correct in telling him that you can't go more than what 25,000 miles.
Yeah.
Around the equator.
That's the furthest distance you can travel.
Yeah, far from the 100,000.
Unless you are like a dog chasing his tail.
Chasing his tail. All right. I listened to Lambert yesterday, and he seemed to have two points he made, which my understanding was a little different from what he was expressing. So I don't know if me wrong or him wrong. But he was saying that the report from the judges, him keep saying it's 5 judges say.
Yeah.
The summation, the report was from 5 judges.
Yeah.
But from what I heard from the chap, Stevens, he was saying that 5 judges actually sit during the course of the trial. There were 4 judges change, 4 change of judges.
Yeah.
So that add to the first one make 5 judges. But it's 1 judge would make the summation, the report.
Yeah.
So Lambert emphasizing that his 5 judges say as if it was 5 men sitting on the trial.
Yeah.
At one time. It was really 1 judge at each time,
Yeah.
There's 1 man make the summation. And Jennifer Edwards, she asked the question, what was Stevens doing in the girl's room at 9 o'clock at night?
Yeah.
Or doing in the people them house, she said.
Yeah.
But he had expressed to George Davis that he actually worked with the family.
Yeah.
So he was sort of a, what do you call it, nanny, like caregiver. So he would have lived on the premises. So she was asking, like, where mother dear 9 o'clock at people in house? Him live there, him take care of the house.
Yeah.
So those 2 points, But the thing really seemed to be taking a hell of a political twist.
Yeah.
But there are 2 real questions. One is the morality of it, whether the man guilty or not.
Yeah.
Separate and apart from that now is a question of whether the assistance the government offered him was adequate, yes or no.
Yeah.
Separate from the guilty thing. Because we're going to differ upon whether I'm guilty or not, you know?
Yeah.
And we'll never know.
So you mean you will never know?
Well, we may not be sure.
Oh.
But the second question really is, why you don't just say, me not assisting the man because, and tell me straight up, why you not assisting him? Either because you think him guilty, or because of his political color. So, let's see how it turn out.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, man. The whole of them is a set of weasel and a mongoose.
Yeah, so, you know, we really need to be clear in what we do, why we do what we do.
Brian, answer them, man.
Okay, Jerry.
Thank you very much. And next one, please. Good morning. Morning, welcome to Straight Up. There is yeah, a whole heap of smoke and mirrors and a whole heap of smoke being blown up where the sun don't shine. At the same time, that pilot don't sound to me like him attack everything. The two sides, none of them no better than none. None of them better than none. And the two of them is just as devious. Devious. Let's go for a break. Yes, welcome back to Straight Up. I'm your host, Jerry Small. Good morning. Welcome. Hello?
Hello?
Hello, how are you doing?
Yeah, me, Jerry?
Yes, sir.
All right, me again, man. I am really happy at the response you gave. The call, about 2 calls ago, about the brethren, about the solar thing, the man who couldn't or cannot speak. One outside too.
Yeah.
You know. I don't feel lick down and fight down because you don't know, Jerry, Jamaica this.
Yeah.
Plenty of people we have out there. And them can't read and write, but guess what?
Them can't study.
Yeah. Them run the house good.
Them run
the little business good.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man, and things. So guess that we have to protect each other that way there. And unity, you know, unity thing, you know, yeah, the fight, it's not we fight against each other, come on radio and continuously talk in the way that some of us do. It's just like the people what I'm talking about, the Lambert Brown and the Jennifer Edwards. Jennifer Edwards couldn't even manage garbage properly. Our own people them fire out of the position. And when they came on yesterday, we don't know if the man guilty or not because I'm guilty and we don't support no child abuse.
They did not fire.
Well, what they do? They removed her. And not here, sir.
They did not fire. You know that they didn't fire.
Okay, whatever, you know, and things. So as me say, you know, the guest that gentleman chooses to be his guest most time. And you don't choose have a lot of guests on your program. But when you do choose a guest to come on, as some person of worth, I don't know, political thing like when him choose, you know, the political thing. So, you know what I mean? So that means when we listen to them things there, yeah, we form our opinion, and yes, we have our opinion. But all we have to do, you know, me did go that way there, you know. I went that way when I just entered politics. No, PNP couldn't come beside me or talk and this and that. Hey, PNP is my best friend now. And no matter who you are, because I learn them things that say, oh, you judge a man, you deal with a man accordingly. The way him deal with you and the way people deal with you. So, let us ask some of the people, I mean, it might fall on deaf ears, because what I've noticed recently, you know, some of the senior callers, them, you know, put on them political colors, you know. You have some always have it on one way or the other. But some of them, you forgive them because they don't know better. But me just ask we. Because, you know, so Rasta look like I go lead a country. Because to take out the color out of them talk and just talk in the name of mankind, in the name of black people for this country.
All right, look here, what was that time here, sir?
Respect, sir.
Good morning, welcome to Straight Up, brother. Morning, welcome.
Morning, sir.
Yes, welcome,
yeah.
welcome.
Then Diego called to say my correct the people them and said that the man was working with the lady as a caregiver.
St. Diego?
The man there with the woman, the child father, the man there with the child father, and the child never liked the man.
The man there with the child father?
The man where St. Diego said was the caregiver.
Yeah.
And there with the mother.
Oh, I think it's the father.
No, she wants the father to get back in a relationship. The 60-year-old want the father now to get back with the mother.
Yeah, and therefore what?
I saw
Because he said, true, them are Jamaican people. Them kind of want, them are revengeful by making this accusation that the man do whatever him do with her because he want to get out the father out of the mother life.
The picnic want to get the father out of the mother life?
Get the man, the present man, out of the mother life.
But you're mixing up father and the man and everything.
Yeah, alright. It's an error. I'm not trying to explain what in my
So this explains what?
If the man was working with the people as a caregiver.
Alright, but does this explain any guilt or innocence?
No, man. We can't see us on with that.
Oh, okay. Call again tomorrow. Call time run out. Call again tomorrow.
All right.
Good morning. Welcome to Straight Up, brother. Next one. Good morning and welcome to Straight Up.
What up now? Can you hear him?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. We are connected now.
Thank you very much.
Yes. 2 points.
Yeah.
About the solar. You should ask the man. Solar is all over Europe, you know.
Yeah.
In the cold country.
Mm.
So, you know, it's clearly not the heat from the sun.
Mm.
It's not the heat that the solar extracting.
It takes some time for sunlight to penetrate some people's brain.
Yes.
That's why it's good for sun yourself sometimes.
Yeah. Well, it needs the light. I think it's more the light than the heat.
Yeah, more heat, more than light.
Yes. Anyway, the other thing there is this man from Qatar. Where is it?
Yeah.
Now, there are 3 questions that bothering me.
Yeah.
One, if the hymen intact.
Yeah.
And the other thing now is that what they claim that no sperm was entered and all the rest of it.
Mm.
Then there's another point I was thinking of. But if that it is, you can't take bleeding alone because the girl come of age, she could start your menses or something of the sort. That could start that. And on the other hand, she could interfere with herself if, I don't know, if she get in the mood.
You mean she could tamper?
Her own fingernails and cause...
you mean she could tamper with the evidence?
Yes, that's what I'm saying, you see what I mean? But if she's intact and she don't say no bursting, no thing, and if the man really entered here, the hymen cannot be there.
Mm. Well, it's a very exciting topic, though.
True. But I mean, you see, the propaganda is, I mean, the politics.
No.
Where
the carcasses, there the crows will be gathered. You understand me, sir?
Yeah.
Where the carcass is, there the junk crows will be gathered.
Yeah, I mean, it suits people to get the fact, get to the root of the thing and get it down before you can come out and spread propaganda.
Propagandists don't have to wait on anything at all.
To gain political mileage.
Propagandists have to wait on nothing.
Well, these are some of the things that need to check these things. And
they don't need to do anything.
The point I want to make that some country, even if you're a journalist, you know, and going to some of these countries, you know, you don't have to do anything. Them lock you down and put all kind of charge on you.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Okay. So, you know, on that basis, I couldn't just come out and just, crucify a man and you don't have the facts, you don't know what it is.
Yeah, to me, I take no side on the whole thing.
No, I don't suit you.
Because none of the two sides is worth a barrel or rotten herring.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, yes, sir.
Right, sir. Good.
Morning and welcome to Straight Up, brother.
Hello.
Welcome.
Hello.
Welcome.
Yeah, man, morning. My local argument kind of straying away from the regular, and it's to the 110-meter hurdle with Daniel Williams.
Yes.
Referring to where the young lady actually pull her hand away her back, so Daniel Williams' hand.
No, but Daniel Williams' sister hand.
Yeah, right. Yeah. It's quite clear that she didn't want to have any part in that with her.
Yeah.
And I am saying is
the party of Jamaica, knowing how powerful we are in athletics and the amount of people we draw to this to these meets. Can we have some saying in where persons being, what you call it, more professional when they come on to these meets, away from the whatsoever they have inside of them, just behave professionally on the tracks or in the limelight.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to get some information from you if you know anything about where this can happen, or if they have it in place, or is there going to be some action going to happen along the line, because we can't afford to have these situations keep going.
Which situation?
Where the young lady actually backs away when...
No, you can't. Hello. We can't stop anybody from boxing nobody on. Just load that. All we have to do is beat them. The biggest thing you can do. How we box back is to win and beat them. Don't lick back. Don't get lick for lick. Get goal.
No. I wouldn't want to go lick for lick. But it is where a person are more professional.
No. Listen. Let's not go back over the whole thing. Hear what happened now. Don't give lick for lick. Give gold medal for lick. And silver and bronze. Alright. In the nicest way that. Sweetest way.
It's kind of sad. It's kind of sad to know that in this time of year we still have this kind of thing.
But don't cry over it though.
Well, it hurt me big time in all that. It hurt me big time.
All right, hush.
To see all of this happening.
Yeah, it hurt, but hush.
Because
call me tomorrow. I'm going to see if it still hurt as much. Next one. Morning, welcome straight up, hello?
Hello?
Welcome.
Yeah, man.
Yes?
Nearly up, you know?
Yes, sir.
Because, well, God is a moderate guy.
Yeah.
You know, really dynamic, but I'm not dissing still now.
But what?
I'm not dissing.
Okay.
So you're more dynamic and inspirational.
Yeah. I saw we fool them sometimes.
The last time I spoke to you at the time when the shooting at the police at the girl, that was the last time.
Oh, yes.
But I listen to you straight up in all the while, man.
That's great. Good, man. Thank you.
You're very humorous, man, and you're a very wise man.
Well,
you're not perfect still, you know, but sometimes you're going a little hypocrisy. Sometimes, no, man, you know, the hypocrisy you're going to do. Yeah, man. But we get a 95 still.
95?
Yeah, man.
All right, I'm only glad I don't get F.
Well, you're a good F, you know.
Yeah, I know, man.
And you're a bad one.
Yes.
So, all right, take care. Me talk to you next year.
Thank you very much, yeah?
Man, you're welcome.
We're going to read some text message. Garth White will never be as popular as you as far as being a talk show host. He's too measured, too responsible, and he's not as promiscuous a liar as you. Yeah, but your handwriting good, though. Kiss me neck, me think of you right. I'm a little producer later, right? Your handwriting is no good. Next one. Jerry, I'm a Jamaican driving truck in the US, and I love your program. Keep it up. Next one. Jerry, some of our callers sound so pathetic. They look to politics and religion for them salvation. True, man. Next one. Morning, Jerry. The PNP is going to the poll just because the JLP leader is crazy and foolish and don't know what he's doing. Then you wouldn't go to the poll if you have an opponent like that. Next one. Jerry, we the Jamaican people are bigger than the JLP and PNP, and we will show them just in time. Glad you remember that. All up. Your sister the China, them that you cause have a purpose here. You mean through the university? Them in a well know they have a purpose, man. But at the university, no forget things out of them. University, no forget things out of them. That's great. That's why I'm at university. Next one, Robin. Nothing the pilot says is believable. Him not live there, so how him a take shower there? I don't know. When you feel hot. When my mother, you see, after a little girl tell a lie upon me, when me was 14, my mother said to me, say, anytime you feel hot and peckish, just go take a cold shower and try to get it off your mind. So maybe he was trying to get it out of his mind, make him go in a shower. I don't know if I have it right. Next one. With Andrews ahead, I think they are awake now. Next one. Jerry, a girl at 14 do have the right to sex in that country named Qatar. Next one. Wouldn't mind if U.W.I was still here. You're not giving the people time to explain. And they are saying, all right, I'm going to give you U.W.I phone number. You phone him and talk to him. And when you want a lullaby at night time, you call him, make him put it to bed. I want to thank Tanya Richards, though. You think I joke? I want to thank Carl Monique Edwards. broadcast technician Rodian Rowe. Straight. Good afternoon. With the midday news, I'm Errol Lee. Coming up in this newscast, Education Minister says redeployment of teachers necessary due to population shift in schools. Director of Elections, Orrit Fisher, says the Electoral Office of Jamaica will be election ready by the end of September. As PNP race in East Portland intensifies, delegates turn out at a special function to support Andrea Moore, and police and prisoners injured in service vehicle accident on Highway 2000.